Salam Caravan TV viewers. Today we'll be talking about the Beacon of Hope for Afghan Children's Society. And here with us we have one of the founders and the current president of the Beacon of Hope organization, Frozen Joya. Welcome to Caravan TV, Frozen
Thank you
Joya.
for having me, Anne.
Thank you for being here. First off, can you tell us what the Beacon of Hope organization is about?
Thanks, Anne. The Beacon of Hope for Afghan Children's Society was formed in 2006 by myself and a group of other friends. We wanted to do something that contributes to the foundation of Afghanistan, and that being the children of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And we believe that focusing on kids can give Afghanistan a solid future and a solid foundation to start with, and a future. Essentially, we registered the society under BC Act in 2006, and in 2009 we were able to obtain our charitable status. And our main focus or mandate is to focus on the health and education of kids. And as you know how important that is for the future.
For sure. And we heard you got to go to Afghanistan and see what the Beacon of Hope organization is doing there.
Absolutely. Our society operates out of BC. We don't have any offices in Afghanistan, so what we do here is annually we collect money and take it back to Afghanistan to contribute that fund to our existing programs. I made my third trip to Afghanistan last year in 2010,
okay.
And that is to the reason for that trip was to not only take funds to our programs that were already in operation, but also to expand our existing programs. And if you would like, I can talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
We had 3 different programs in operation, but in 2006 we included the water pump project, and we hope to expand that in our future efforts as well.
And in 2010, how much money was raised and what specific areas was it spent on?
In 2010, which was perhaps our most successful year, we raised $20,000. And $5,000 of that went to our paying for the hall that we had our benefit dinner at, the food cost, our printing. All of that together was about $5,000. And then we raised an additional $15,000 that was contributed to our programs in Afghanistan. So, and you asked what those programs were. One of our main programs that sort of was the start of our society is making pharmaceutical donations annually to the Children's Hospital in Afghanistan. It's the official name of the place is the Indira Gandhi Institute for Child Health. And we have been contributing to them since 2006. So it has been continued, and we will in the future continue to help them out as well, because that hospital treats children from all over Afghanistan and provides them with health care. And we believe that that's the most effective way of being able to help them out. And if you would like, I can explain that process.
Yeah, for sure.
So what we do basically is annually when we go back to Afghanistan to take these funds, our initial process starts with going and talking to the hospital president, asking him for essential items or medication or supplies that are needed to treat children that are coming to their care. After obtaining that list, we go to a reputable pharmacy and buy the supplies and bring it back and donate it to the hospital. And we have the promise from the hospital that these supplies are not going to be resold to people, but rather donated to families that need them. Our second program is assisting children by giving them school supplies. And right now we have 2 schools that we contribute to annually. And this program started in 2008, my second trip to Afghanistan, 2008. And essentially what we do is we make school supply packages and hand them directly to the kids, so they don't go to the school administration. They're handed directly to the children, and that is enough for their 1-year supply. So we give them, last year I gave them 6 notebooks, 1 drawing book, 3 pens, 3 pencils, erasers, sharpener, and ink. All of which were given directly to the kids. So that's our school supply program. When we go to these schools, I have come to realize that a lot of the teachers also need to have a way of being appreciated. And how we do that, although not part of our objective, but as society members, we agreed, and our board of directors voted that we need to appreciate these teachers as well. And we have been giving them 1,000 rupees, which is not a significant amount. I think it translates into $15 to these teachers and school principals and administrative staff, to say that thank you for your work with these kids, and thank you for making the future of these children a better future. Our third program is our most impactful, I believe, and because it involves direct contribution to these children and hence a return that hopefully we'll see in future years. It's actually the financial sponsorship of kids. How we do that is essentially we have a criteria to go by where we choose children that are from low-income families, from orphan families, or even if they do have both parents alive, the parents are not able to bring an income. Hence, the children go out on the street and earn a living and bring it back to the family. And in order to not eliminate child labor, because I think in every society child labor is inevitable, and the kids will work, and in fact it teaches them work ethics, but to be able to give them an opportunity where they can, get an education and not be forced to work.
Yeah.
So we choose these kids and essentially open a bank account under an adult family member's name, so a parent's name, and deposit $6,000 if the family is of 7 or less members. $600, and we set a bank limit of $50 per month that could be withdrawn from their bank account. So they get their $50 a month, but our requirement is that they stay in school, and we monitor that. We ask them for their report cards, their grades, and we make contact with the school to ensure that they are actually attending. And of course, we have subsequent interviews annually to see how this progress is improving their life.
Yeah.
And so that program started in 2008 as well. It started with 4 families, and right now I have to thank our donors that with their assistance we have increased the number to 10 families. And we have one family that has 9 members, and that particular family receives $75 a month. And I have to say that these $75 a month isn't insignificant to a lot of us who are earning a good living in Canada, but amazingly beneficial to them.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, our water pump project was something that sort of rose out of inquiring the needs of the schools. And one of our schools in the district of Behzadi, the school principal, I just sort of asked, what do you think are the essential needs of these children? And he said, well, the basics, including clean drinking water. And I said, well, you don't have that? He said, no, we don't have clean drinking water. So when when students are during their break time, they can't go anywhere. And if they have to go get a cup of drinking water, they have to walk miles back home and come back after drinking that. So what we did is we actually created a water pump where kids can have fresh drinking water and clean, and then the sort of hygiene, the water that they won't get ill as a result of. So those are our 4 programs, and it's been amazingly successful, and I have seen the results firsthand, and I cannot say enough and cannot thank enough our donors who are making a contribution to our society, and hence our volunteers, our members who are working their hardest to be able to return the contribution back to Afghanistan and improve the lives of these children.
Yeah, and you've obviously had a very successful year in 2010.
Yes, we did.
So what are your plans for 2011 with the Beacon of Hope Society?
Well, in 2011 we have some exciting plans for Beacon of Hope. Like previous years, we have scheduled our 2011, the 5th annual benefit dinner. And that's scheduled on June 10th at 6:30 p.m. at the Bollywood Banquet Hall in the city of Surrey. And that's going to be our 5th actually major fundraising event, and I hope all our donors and supporters and friends and families come out and support us again. We have a financial goal of $25,000, and I hope that everyone can come out and help us meeting that goal. Without that type of funding, we wouldn't be able to continue where we are or even expand our programs, which we hope to do. So I hope that everyone can come out and support us and help our cause, which I'm sure we're all, as an Afghan community and Canadians in general, are passionate about helping and bettering the future of Afghan children.
And I'd like to thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank
you for your
me.
time. And is there anything else you'd like to tell our Afghan viewers?
Well, I'd like to thank our local TV, Caravan TV. Congratulations on the name change, as well as for your continuous support. You've always been a great and generous support of our cause, and I cannot thank you enough. This is our way of getting our message out to our community, and I thank you for that. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at our benefit dinner. And that's the way you can show me. I often get the question, Frozen, how can I help?
Yeah.
Well, this is your way of coming out and helping us out during our benefit dinners and subsequent events, and you're not helping me individually or our other members. You're helping the kids. So if we stay focused on the cause and who we are helping, I think that will be great. And I thank you for your time, Anne. Thanks for having me.
Once again, I'd like to thank you, Frozen John, for being here, and we wish you all the best with this.
Thank you.
And to all our viewers who are interested in the Beacon of Hope for Afghan Children's Society, you can visit www.beaconofhopesociety.org to learn more and to get involved. Until next time, I'm Ann Khan, and thank you for watching. Khuda Hafiz.